Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy to be able to do the class live today. So, when you're ready, we'll get started. The usual inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let the body just do whatever it wants. Just waking ourselves up in whatever way feels good. Another two or three breaths. Okay, so we're going to think about our joints a little bit more today. So we'll start with the shoulders and just do our shoulder rolls as normal. So we'll inhale forward and up, exhale back and down. Just do a few. Change direction, rolling forward. And now roll back just a couple times. Okay, now let's do a little shoulder massage. So we can start from the front of the shoulder, like more the chest, like around where one lung is. Lung one, yeah. And then we just do a big massage going over the shoulder, onto the upper arm, onto the chest. And if you like, we can take this opportunity to send some love and appreciation to our shoulder. Lets us move the arm, reach for things, hold things. Okay, now come down to the inner elbow and we'll just do a little tap the inner elbow. Now we'll massage the inner elbow and the outer elbow. And the same thing, love and appreciation for all the movement that the elbow allows. Okay, now we come down to the inner wrist and we'll do the same thing. Give it a little tap, tap, tap first. And then let's rub the palm of the hand, rub the back of the hand, massage the outer wrist and the inner wrist. So just do an all around massage, outer and inner. And you can do it from the outside the way I am or from the inside, whichever way feels better. Okay, now two or three times we'll just go from where we started and just like sweep down the arm. And actually, let's take it one step further. Start it under the ear, add the side of the neck. Two more. Okay, our finishing touches, we'll just pull out each finger. And last but not least, we'll massage between the bones of the fingers, so the back of the hand. Okay, so we can end with I'm just sweeping down the whole hand. And we'll start with the other side. So from the chest, we go up and around the shoulder, sending our love and appreciation. Thank you for letting me reach for things, carry things, move my arm. Thank you for everything we've held. Okay, once you're happy with that, come down, inner elbow, tap, 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 tap. Okay, now we'll massage inner and outer elbow. Okay, come down the arm, tap, tap, tap the inner wrist. Can always let out a sigh. It's just a good way to let go. Okay, we can tap the palm of the hand and then turn, tap the back of the hand, back of the wrist, and now just massage the wrist, inner and outer. Okay, we'll sweep from the shoulder down the arm. And then pull out each finger. And finally, do a little massage to the back of the hand, like between the bones of the fingers. Beautiful. Okay, so now let's think about our hips. So we'll just do an opening movement. And while we do this movement, if you like, send those hips. We can even have the hands on the hips if you like. We'll just send those hips some love and appreciation, allowing us to move our legs, giving us that range of mobility. Okay, a little more awkward of a movement, but we can still do it. Change direction. So start from the outside, and this is one of those great exercises that we can kind of do like between things. Like if you're on the phone or waiting for something, or if you just need a little standing break from working at the computer. Okay, we'll open up the feet a little. So we're still thinking of our hips. We can go ahead, do a little massage. Okay, so now let's think of that like synovial fluid around the hips, and we'll do an infinity symbol, a number 8 with the hips. So we go forward one side, back, forward the other side, back. Relax the shoulders. And let's imagine breathing into those hips. Let the head, the shoulders, the rest of the bodies do whatever it wants. Have fun with it. You can even play with moving the arms too. I'm feeling like just letting my arms be super relaxed. Okay, we have to use our brains a little bit to change the direction of our figure eights. So take your time to get into the second direction. As we know, the second direction is usually not quite as easy and comfortable as the first direction. Few more. Okay, we'll make our way back to center. The feet can come back under the hips or still a little wider. Let's get into our knees. So we'll bend and just massage, massage, massage those knees, starting with the front of the knee. You can use the fingertips or the knuckles or an open palm. And it's a good opportunity to send some love and appreciation to these knees who allow us to bend, who hold our weight, and of course, allow us to move forward and back and side to side. Okay, get the backs of the knees. All right, hands on the knees. So just do this to whatever degree feels okay. If there's any pain or discomfort in the knee, make it really small, or you can even just keep massaging. So we'll do a circle. And we don't have to keep the feet like fully planted. You can roll on the feet as well if you like. I find it's a good opportunity to get a little foot massage at the same time. Okay, change direction. All right, give it a little shake. Okay, so ankle. So we'll do our regular ankle circles. So you can hold on to a wall or a tabletop or whatever's close to you. We also have the option of doing them low, or if you feel like it, you can do them high. So whatever floats your boat for today, let's circle that ankle. And then the other direction. Okay, get ready to switch sides. So see if you want to go low or high. And you don't have to hold this way. You could be under the leg too. So find what works for you today. And the important part is circling the ankle. Other direction. Okay, perfect. Now we'll do our heel raises. So we'll have one foot forward, one foot back. So the toes of the back foot around the ankle of the front foot. We'll just up and down. So we can inhale, up, exhale, down. Okay, now we'll switch. So the back foot comes forward. So same thing, toes of the new back foot are in line with the ankle of the front foot, and we just up and down. Coming up onto the toes, down to the heels. And one side might have been more comfortable than the other. That's normal. Let's imagine the upward pull through the crown. A few more. Okay, give ourselves a little shake. And we'll get ready to start our sun salutations. So you can come to the top of the mat. We'll take a couple breaths in a Tadasana with the palms facing forward. So now let's lift up all of our toes, spread the toes out, and then like grab the mat. And we'll do that a few times before we kind of give it a hold. So we lift the toes, spread, grab. Twice more, and we'll hold on the last one. Lift, spread, grab. One more time, and we'll keep the grab. Lift, spread, grab. Okay, a few breaths. All right, when you're ready, inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Knees bent as much as it feels good. Hands somewhere on the legs. Inhale, flat back. Pull the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold. Let's do that a few times at our own pace. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, fold. Okay, next time we fold, bend the knees, hands to earth, step it back to a plank. And we'll hold the plank for a couple of breaths. We can have the knees down or the knees up. Okay, when you're ready, lower knees, chest, chin. Flatten the feet. Keep the pelvis on the floor, the hip bones on the floor. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, come down. So let's do a few of these. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Okay, when you're ready, make your way back either to child's pose, so somewhere around here, or a downward facing dog, somewhere around here. In both positions, we want to push the weight back. In down dog, you can absolutely keep the knees bent. And also in both positions, you can add some movement. So in child's pose, you might like to rock the hips side to side. In down dog, you could also rock the hips or maybe pedal the feet. Okay, bring the knees down if you're in down dog. If you're in child's pose, walk the hands towards the legs. And we'll all end up sitting on the heels if that's comfortable. If not, place yourself any way you want. You can be standing or sitting in a different way. We're just going to take a moment for those wrists. Circle. Other direction. Okay, all fours. So if it's too much on the wrists to have your hands flat like this, reminder you can always go on your fists or your fingertips or fold up the mat so you get a little shelf underneath the base of the palm. So whatever you prefer. Let's do some cat cows. We'll just start with the regular version. Inhaling, crown and tail up. Exhaling as we round the back. Go with your breath. Back to center when you're ready. So we'll prepare to get into some standing poses. So either from here, from all fours, you can extend one leg, the leg you want to step forward, and take a few breaths. Or you can come into downward facing dog. So widen the distance between the hands and feet. Lift the hips. You can keep your standing leg bent and extend the other leg. So wherever we are, we'll take a couple breaths with the leg extended. Trying to not lift the hip of the extended leg higher than the other hip. Okay, inhale. Exhale, bring the foot forward. If you're on your knees, back knee comes up. Back foot comes in line with the front foot. We're getting ready for a warrior two. We come on up. Okay, so relax the arms for now. Check that your legs are in a basic shape that you want them to be. And let's circle our front knee. Change direction. Okay, settle into the warrior two. So front leg is bent, aim the knee over the heel. If it feels too easy, you can widen the stance. And if it feels too intense, you shorten the stance. If the arms are okay to be up, lift them up. Try to have the shoulders over the hip bones. And we'll turn the head same direction as the bent leg. Long, deep breaths. We're going to aim for 5 more. If the front leg is talking too much, just straighten and then go back into it. And if you're up for it, you can always sink into the legs a little more. Last 2. Okay, straighten the leg. Turn the palm of the front hand up and we'll lean back. Opening up through the rib cage, opening up through the armpit. All right, swivel back to center. Hands to the hips. Let's rock those hips. Might get a little cracks like I did. That's okay. Inviting mobility, ease of movement to those hips. Okay, getting ready for triangles. We come back to center. So in triangle, just remind yourself that the back hip can absolutely kind of like roll forward. Even if your back foot wants to like move in a little, let that happen. Okay, so we inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhales, we reach. We'll just do that a couple times. So inhale, come back to center, lengthen. Exhale, reach. So twice more, and we'll go into it with the second one. In, out, reach. In. And this is our last one. Reach. And then when we can't reach anymore, the hand falls and it just stays wherever it lands. Now the top hand, let's bring it to the shoulder. So give our shoulder a little squeeze, a little love. Now, see if we can invite that elbow straight up to the sky. Look down. Make sure the leg is right underneath the head, so we're not leaning forward. And then, with the elbow straight up to the sky, we can extend the top arm up. Position the head whichever direction is the most comfortable. And imagine you have something to rest the head on, like a table or a little hammock or something. Okay, let's breathe with the belly. We're aiming for 10 breaths. So if you're not comfortable, just come up a little and get more comfortable. Roll the sides of the torso long. Okay, press into those feet. Inhale, come back up. Turn the front foot in. Have the feet parallel. Let's do a little forward bend. Hands on the hips. Inhale, open up through the chest. And with the exhale, tilt from those hips. And let's fold. We can slide the hands down the legs. Hold on wherever it feels good. Let the head be heavy. About 5 breaths. Slide the hands up to the hips. Inhale halfway. Take a couple breaths here. Press into the feet. Come all the way up. We'll walk the feet together so we can do a little heel toe, and place ourselves back at the top of the mat. So we'll restart the whole thing for the other side. So we'll have the palms facing forward. Lift the toes, spread the toes, and grab the mat. Twice more. Lift, spread, grab. Okay, last one, and we'll hold on to the grab. Lift, spread, grab. Imagine the string through the crown of the head. Feel the feet connecting with the earth. Relax the shoulders. Let's take a few breaths. Okay, inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. So hands somewhere on the legs. Inhale, flat back. Pull through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Do a few at our own pace. Couple more. Okay, next time we're folded. Bend the knees enough so the hands can come to the earth. Walk back to a plank. Knees up or down. Let's take a few breaths. And pressing the earth away from us. When you're ready, lower knees, chest, chin. Flatten the feet. You can do a little rock of the pelvis to feel the hip bones on the floor. And this time, let's do a sphinx. So we'll come to the forearms. So if it's comfortable, you can have the elbows underneath the shoulders. But if that doesn't feel good, you can walk the arms more forward and make it more comfortable. So find what works for today. We can kind of drag the forearms towards us. Lift up through the heart and the crown of the head. Relax the face. And let's breathe. Okay, as you feel ready, make your way either to child's pose or downward facing dog. You decide. Okay, wherever we are, let's come to all fours. So we'll do cat-cows, but side to side. So we dip to one side, around to the other side. And that's it. Let's go with our breath. Other direction. Okay, back to center. So we extend the other leg that we want to step forward. So we can do it here from all fours, or we can pop up to down dog and extend from there. Try to keep the hips in line. When you're ready, with an exhale, bring the leg forward. Back foot comes down. We come up for warrior two. So check your stance, make any adjustments, and we'll start by circling that front knee. Other direction. Okay, we'll land into the warrior two. So test it out. See if you need to go bigger or smaller. Have the shoulders right over the hips. Open up the arms. If you like, you can also keep the hands on the hips. We'll turn our head same direction as the knee, as the bent knee. And it is a longer hold, so remember you can straighten the leg at any time. We can imagine like we want to rip our mats apart. Okay, straighten the leg. Back hand comes the back leg. And we lift up, opening up through the ribs, the armpit. With an inhale, swivel back. So we'll get ready for triangle. So we'll start. Oh, sorry. We'll start with the hips. Do a little rock, rock, rock. Okay, so we remind ourselves it's totally cool if that back hip rolls forward. We can let that happen. All right, so we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. And we'll do this a few times before we land. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Couple more. Okay, next time we reach, let's keep reaching as far as we can. Can't reach anymore, drop the hand. Wherever it lands is fine. Top hand comes to the shoulder. Okay, so first look down, make sure you're on top of your leg. If you're leaning forward, you might need to just walk up your leg a little bit. Okay, now take the elbow, the top elbow, and point it right up to the sky. And then keeping that, stretch up the arm. Long, deep breaths. Imagine the head has something to rest on. Okay, press into the feet. Come on up. Turn the front foot in. Feet are parallel, hands to hips. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, fold. So we can slide the hands down the legs, or you could bring the hands to blocks if you like. Let the head get heavy in about 5 breaths. Okay, hands to hips. Press the feet into the floor. Gently engage the core. Inhale halfway up. Take a little pause at halfway. Couple breaths here. Press into those feet. Come all heel toe the feet together. And we'll come down to sitting. So if you want to put on socks, sweaters, any extra clothing, if you have any stuff you need for relaxation, grab it. And I think let's come right onto the back and we'll do our twists and stuff and then go into relaxation. But take your time to get cozy. No rush. And if you're already on the back, you just hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Okay. So let's open up the arms. They can be cactus arms bent or straight arms in line with the shoulders. So we'll do a series of twists, like more for the core. It's still releasing the low back, but it's a little more engaged. So we'll kind of squeeze the legs together, the knees together. Imagine we have one leg. We inhale at center. And as we exhale, we aim the knees towards the elbow. Maybe we'll get there, maybe not. Doesn't really matter. Inhale center, exhale towards the other elbow. And the knees absolutely do not need to touch the floor. But they can if that's comfortable, as long as both shoulders stay down on the ground. So let's just do a few, doing our best to keep the legs together. Okay, next time we come to center, let's stretch the arms up and the legs up. Circle the ankles and the wrists. Other direction. All right. Let's set ourselves up for relaxation. So I'll do my usual one with the feet about the distance of the mat, knees leaning one into the other. So this is good if the low back is a little sensitive. If your low back is fine, you can stretch the legs out. And of course, if you have any props, use them however you like. So sometimes it's nice to have some support underneath the knees, or maybe a small roll under the low back, or a pillow under the head. I like the arms alongside the body, palms up, but do whatever feels good. You can also rest the hands on the body. Okay, so the most important thing is giving ourselves permission to relax. Let's let ourselves let everything go. Okay. Very, 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 very gently start to wake the body mind. Inviting movement once it feels good. Giving ourselves a full body stretch. Once nice and stretched, knees to chest. And let's just do a few double knee tucks. So we inhale the knees away. Exhale, pull into the chest. Go with your breath. Okay, rock side to side. Eventually, all the way to one side. Take a breath or two in a fetal position. And with the strength of the arms, press up. Make your way into any comfortable seated position. For sure, you can sit on some blankets or blocks or anything. Let's just take a little moment with ourselves before we close. Maybe a hand on the heart center, hand on the belly. Just relaxing into the movement of our own breath. And if it feels good, you might like to silently say something really sweet to yourself. Offer yourself some extra love, kindness, compassion. Okay, when you feel ready, we'll release the hands to the earth and close with a bow, acknowledging, honoring the light, love, and wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Namaste. Yeah. Come out of it when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me. Please take your time if you want to do a little meditation, whatever, or go about your day. It's all good. So it's my pleasure to teach this class. I'm so happy doing it live was amazing. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thursday's class is going to be a video class, so it's a little swap for this week. And Friday, we're back live on YouTube. So thank you again so much. Have an amazing day and take care. Bye.